Ladies and gentlemen, this is Fighter Get Knocked Out. Terence Bud Crawford sat down with Joe Rogan and they spoke on Shakur Stevenson possibly having a future fight with Ryan Garcia. Let's tap in.
A lot of people are like, this is going to be a tough fight. And Shakur and he didn't run. He stood right in front of him. That's the other.
Stood right in the pocket. I ain't going nowhere. I'm an inside fighter. I'm going to make you miss and I'm going to make you pay.
Thing. He wasn't getting hit and he was right in front of him. I mean, that was art. That was art. That's boxing at the highest level.
That's the sweet science. The pugilistic sport is something to be respected.
And I'm fascinated because now they're talking about him and Ryan Garcia. I am fascinated to watch that fight.
Fascinated. I'm with you, Joe. We all want to see that, and we got to be there live for the experience with Joe Rogan. That'll go crazy. Fighter get knocked out doing a live blow by blow on Joe Rogan. Wouldn't that be an experience?
Because Shakur's a different animal. Ryan looked amazing in that fight. I mean, he looked amazing. I mean, he looked so fast, and it was a beautiful fight to watch. But that's an interesting fight. I like that fight. Shakur and him, I like that fight a lot.
Ooh, that'd be competition. You know, Shakur, he gonna try to take that step back, but Ryan Garcia, he gonna be like, man, I know you gonna do that, so I'm just gonna rush in and throw wild, and he gonna be focusing to the body. And Teofimo Lopez exposed that Shakur Stevenson, it's susceptible to getting hit to that body. Them hooks to that body, I believe them right hooks by Teofimo Lopez was tearing that left side of the body up. That's my boy. I just had a newborn. He kicking it with Pops today. Right in here with me, getting to work, allowing wife to get some rest.
Because Shakur's just a different animal. You're dealing with a whole different kind of skill set.
Yeah, Shakur. Listen, I went down to camp before he fought Teofimo, and I seen his focus and the level of, intense training he was doing.
He was locked in. You know, Shakur Stevenson, when the odds and they think that somebody gonna give him even a thought of an L, he gonna turn it on. He was like, oh, this who y'all thinking gonna do something to me? Now I'm gonna go out there and make it look easy, and I'm gonna look at y'all like, don't disrespect my skill set.
And I said, I don't know it all, but I know Shakur gonna whoop Teofimo. I tweeted that way before the fight, and he went out there and did it.
And did just that, cleaned them up, easy work. It all started with the jab, and we heard Shakur Stevenson. He was like, soon as I landed that jab, oh, I knew it was over. I knew I had him. Talk, baby, talk, son. That's right, that's my boy.
Ryan looked spectacular in this fight for what it was. I don't think Barrios came to fight.
Yeah. Barrios came to lay down. That's why he retired. He came for his last check. He was like, no, I'm going to just give Ryan Garcia this belt because he got a name and everybody would love if he be the WBC champion, especially Mauricio Suleiman, because he can afford the sanctioning fees.
Ryan was boxing great. The jab was working, the overhand right was working, and he looks out at me at the end. So you see my jab? I said, man, it was working. That jab was beautiful because we're not used to seeing Ryan jab.
Right.
Or
his right hand.
Or boxing for that matter.
Mm-hmm.
He was boxing beautiful.
Beautiful.
And I commend him on that. Like he aced it. Yeah.
Hey, he passed it with flying colors. And y'all heard what Ryan Garcia said. He said, what are y'all talking about? I'm an Olympian fighter. I grew up in the amateurs. I know how to box. Put some respect on my skill set. That's Ryan Garcia.
But when it comes to Shakur is not a Barrios.
Right.
Shakur got a jab. Shakur got a head movement. Shakur got defense. Shakur knows range. Shakur have good legs. So I look at that fight like it's not going to be as competitive fight like everybody think, because if Ryan get careless, he's going to get countered all day.
If he gets careless. Yeah. I think he'll fight very different than he fought with Barrios. I think
he's got to.
Oh no, he's going to be forced to fight different because he's going to try to relate. No, but you heard what Ryan Garcia said. He said, you ain't got no power to get me up off of you. So he could come in rushing hard, just attacking him, acting like he fought when he fought Devin Haney. And that'd be good film to study for Shakur Stevenson.
Barrios just couldn't keep up with the speed. I mean, Ryan's speed is extraordinary. He relies on it a lot, but I mean, that's not a knock.
And that's sure enough not a knock. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it there first. Joe Rogan Experience with Terence Bud Crawford. Their thoughts on a what if fight with Shakur Stevenson and Ryan Garcia. If they fight, let me know in the comment section, who do you think would win that bout? Will Ryan come out, go to the body, do a little damage to Shakur? Or will Shakur stay on the outside, utilize his boxing ability, pump that jab out, and just counterattack all night? What will transpire when Ryan Garcia fight Shakur Stevenson? Who will win and who will lose? And the loser, he got to have that conversation with the Green Goblin.
I chose my path, you chose the way of the hero. And they found you amusing for a while, the people of this city. But the one thing they love more than a hero is to see a hero fail, fall, die trying. In spite of everything you've done for them, eventually they will hate you. Why bother?
Had you been practicing on your art, you know you're wearing the dog.